Hi everybody, I am here with the third and final card for the June 2022 online card class, and I love these flower pot cards, and I'm going to show you how to make them. But first I'm going to show you what we used. I used the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper, and I used the ones with the big flowers, and I showed you how to cut those out in another video. But you can use the dies and you cut these flowers out and you get addicted. So then I also use the glossy dots, and they're just so pretty. They have all these beautiful colors in them. So I also use just a little bit of this Designer Series paper, which is the Butterfly Kisses. This paper is so pretty. I'll be doing some cards with the Butterfly Kisses bundle, so stay tuned. Maybe we'll do a card class with that next time, because I believe some of the dies will cut these butterflies out. That would be a fun class. So I also used a Christmas stamp, or a Christmas die, and I used the two dies from this. I used these two pieces right here, and there's all kinds of pretty pieces in here, and this is still in the annual catalog. It's seasonal labels dies, so there's just some fun things in there. I need to make my copy of the dies to put on the front of it so I know which one that is. Makes it easier when you're trying to find them. I keep them with my stamp sets so I can find them. I also use the gingham embossing folder, and this, I love gingham, so you probably can't see it, but this is what it looks like. And then I also use the Happiness Abounds stamp set and dies. So if you haven't got that, it is fun. So let me show you what you need. You're going to need a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. You're going to score it at 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. And if you notice, I goofed up and put my paper on the wrong side, so it's alright. It's another spot to write a note if you want to. And then for the flower pot itself, you're going to need a 4 by 3 3/4, and then I'll show you how to make it look like a flower pot. And then the piece for the flower pot top is 1 1/8 by 4 1/4. And then these pieces you're going to cut out with your dies, and you're going to need a piece of white for the background on this, and that's 2 1/2 by 4. And then the inside piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and then you'll just cut out the pieces for your flower pot to stand up. So I'm going to put these over here to the side so I can bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to show you how I did this. And for this one, we're going to make a blue one. I haven't made a blue one yet, so you get to make that with me. So let's bring in a piece of Calypso Coral. I think this makes a beautiful flower pot. It looks like the terracotta after you give it a little bit of distressing like I did on this one. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you're cutting on the 4-inch side. So just make sure, nope. So right there's 4, see? I was going to cut it wrong. So what you want to do is you want to take your end and you want to bring it over to the 3/4 inch. And it's easier to do it on this side. Then you keep that there, and then you turn it so that your corner of the other end is in the track. And then you just cut it. Isn't that neat? And then you just flip it over. Make sure that you're cutting from that end to this. So 3/4 on that end, and then in your track. Make sure you do it the right way, because I have cut it and then it's not what you really want at all. So there you have your flower pot. Isn't that just the coolest thing? And then you run it through your gingham embossing folder. So I have some ready to go. I'm going to show you. Get these pieces out of here. What I did, and we're going to do the gingham one. Or not the gingham. we're going to do the Calypso Coral flower pot. And then this is Pool Party. Love Pool Party. Just think it's beautiful. And that's the colors in these flowers. It's a Pool Party. So you're going to need 3 of the flowers. You can put more in if you want to. And then you're going to need 3 of the leaves. But I like the little bits, the little ones that are in there. And I just cut that one out by hand. And then you will also get a butterfly in yours, and you're going to have to hand cut your butterfly out. I didn't hand cut them because it takes so much time. I'm not the greatest at it either, so hopefully you'll do a better job than I would. So what you want to do is you want to bring in your Craft Whisper White craft ink if you're going to do this in Calypso Coral. And all you do is you just drag it over so it looks like, you know, when your flower pots set out and they get rained on, and then it looks like it has the white on them, probably from the minerals and the water. But I just think it's so cute. So just do the edges, as much or as little as you like. I just think it's so cool. Love it. So that's all you need to do to that. And then we're going to start our assembly. So let's go ahead and attach our white cardstock. And this just gives it, I think it just pops a little bit when you put the white on it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like it on there. Gives something for your flowers to pop off of, I think. So then let's just put the white card base so you can have something pretty to write on. Again, this is light enough. If you didn't want to use the extra white, you don't have to, but I think it adds to it. I like it. Okay. So then we're going to start. So what you want to do, always dry fit before you add any glue. So you just want to, this I want to line it up with the white on here. So just line it up here and make sure that it fits up at the top. And then you just want to put enough glue on the top to hold it. So all you want to do is just put maybe an inch of glue, right like that. And bring it back in. And it should fit right like that. So then glue it down. And you could pop up your flower pot. I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. I didn't do it with any of my other ones, but let's see what it looks like. I just have some regular dimensionals. Get it off. And I just put it right on top. I like it. So then you want to see how much you want your flower pot to stand up. And you can just hold it up, put your dimensionals, give it some pop. And if you want to stamp your sentiment on your white before you put it down, you can. Just try to get this straight on both sides, even on each side. That's a good thing about the dimensionals. If you don't press them real hard, you can pop them right back up. And then your flower pot stands up really nice. Isn't that cool? I like it. So then this, you can just glue it down with regular glue. That right there. And then our flowers, I did them with dimensionals too. So just put a few on here to give it, so it doesn't get smashed in the envelope. You know, give it some lift. I like it. So, I'll lay this down so maybe you can see it better. And then just figure out where you want it to be. You want to make sure you don't come above your card though, because it's going to have to sit in the envelope. And these, excuse me, might need to go down a little. And then you can put some glue on here to hold it. Need a little more because of the embossing. Just glue that down. Bring in some more dimensionals. Just gonna put one on here. You don't want it to go off the side. And figure out if you want that to be on top or underneath. I want it to be underneath, I think. Bring it under, up a little more. Like I said, that's a good thing about the dimensionals. You can move your stuff around a little bit if you want to. And I'm going to put this last one, this last flower. I think this one is so pretty. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but I think it's so pretty. Yep. Okay, and then just glue your leaves down. That one under there. Pops against that Calypso coral, I think. Really pretty. Love the colors in this suite. Some more leaves. And then your little baby one, I just put it up at the top. Okay, and then we're going to add some sparkle. Everything has to have sparkle, I believe. So, bring in these. And they match just so, they are just a little bit darker, but they're so pretty. Put these in the center. I like it. You could even add some more leaves if you wanted to, but you know, once you put the ribbon on here, it'll be pretty. So I didn't have any ribbon to match this, but I'm a hoarder. I'm a ribbon hoarder and a paper hoarder, so I have this, I had this ribbon and it's pool party, so I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I think it goes so well with this. So I always keep my ribbon when it retires. I like it. And the colors, you know, if they're current, you might as well keep it. That way you can use it on down the road. So just tie your ribbon in a bow and then just trim it a little bit. And then the last thing you want to do is add your butterfly. So stand this up and then just decide where you want to put your butterfly. I just think it's pretty down there in the corner. So give it a tiny little bit of glue. And you're good. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. Let's put it this way. So when it's popped up, you can see it. And then when it's down, if you put it just right, you can still see it. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So there you go. Pretty simple, right? You can make a bunch of these and send them out. I'm gonna I'm going to make a bunch of them in all the different colors. So I hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you're missing anything, also let me know. Hopefully not, but you know, it happens. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.